Alright, so I'm going to try one more today because I do not have time to do any this weekend. So the new one has come out. It's called Awaka 2. I guess that's how you say that. I don't know. Never done this one before, that's for darn sure. And it looks like this is going to be a kind of a challenging grid to put out. I think I can do this pretty easily, but this grid is going to be a bit of a challenge for me, so I think I'm going to do a quick pencil grid to get that going. Oops. Don't know if I'm going to be able to leave all of this in my frame. You know what? I think I'm going to... Well, I like it nice and big for you guys to see what I'm doing, so I'm going to leave it the way it is. I can't change it the way this camera is. I can't change it midstream, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a light pencil grid. So I can space my little dot things. And then the dots look like they need to be spaced as if this was the pencil grid here and here and here and here. So I'm going to do it that way and then see if I can get my dots properly placed, and then I can erase my pencil. It looks like they are about like this. In the middle, not on the corners, but in the middle. So we'll try that and see what happens. So it has not gotten any cooler, that's for darn sure. Air conditioner's running. I don't like to spend that much money on air conditioning, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And I leave for work in about an hour, so hopefully I can get this done and processed and uploaded before I have to leave. But even not, if I don't, I can at least get it recorded and I can upload it later tomorrow. I might have time to upload, but I won't have time to draw tomorrow because family will be home. There will be too much going on in my household. Let's see, I want to try to do one more. I'm going to want not a square, so I think maybe one there and maybe one here. That will appeal to my not quite square sensibility. Okay, so what's the next step? Let's stick that in here so we can look at it together. Next step is to make these little arches kind of around. So it would be around this one and then skip one and around that one. So it's kind of in and out. So let's see if I can do that. So we go arches like that. This one's going on the outside. This one's going on the inside, right? Inside, outside. Inside, outside, upside down. Inside, outside. Let's see, this one's outside. These all go outside. And then inside. You never know what I have to do to say things to myself to make them go the right direction. Let's see. And then the next one will go, I'm assuming, oh my, give me a moment to think here. I'm assuming that one goes that way, so that this one was all insides. All the insides are next to each other. Okay. So that one's outside, so this one will be all outside. that. As long as they're all going the same direction. Okay, so that one's inside, so we're going to go inside. Inside. That one makes it outside. Outside, outside. That makes it inside. 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 That makes it outside. Outside. And this one is an outside. Alright. That's that step. Now what? Now we connect, I don't want to write on my phone, connect these dots like this. So on the one that goes on the outside, we want inward curves on the outside ones. So the ones that are outside, I want inward curves going this way. Yes. Inward curves going this way. And if you don't think this is how I actually learn, this is actually how I learn. I talk to myself most of the time, even talking to myself out loud, because that helps me learn. Looks like they go this way, so that you go like that. And not that one, this one. Right, this one's the outside curve, so it has one inside like this. Yeah. Okay. So far so good. Inside like this. Every so often I get distracted, I peek out the window and there's something going by in the world outside. Drawing is helping me to be distracted from the goings-on of this world. Had some sad news this morning. A member of my church has passed away. He was, oh, that's not good. That's not happy. Oh, I shouldn't have done those ones. I need one here then. Alright. I need one here. Oh, this is very close to the edge. I don't usually get that close to the edge of my tile, but it needs one there. So, we'll just go with the flow here. Yeah, definitely making that pencil grid has helped me figure this one out considerably. So don't hesitate to use your pencil if you need to. Okay. And one more over here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I feel like that, I don't know. Round and around and around and in and in and in and in, and we'll just make one close to the edge over here. What the heck? Out, 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 and toward the middle. There. Okay. And then what? What is the next step? Then we are around the whole thing, Oh no, next step is this one. Ha 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 ha. Is do the little thing in the middle, and then we oar around the whole thing. Okay. Well, this is the easy part. I can do this without thinking. Let's see. You could probably leave it right there, and that would be interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in these little dots. I like the look of that. I'm going to fill those in. To me, that makes it look more like it's going under. Fill those in. I could have just done my dots to start with as a black dot if I was going to fill these in. Then I wouldn't have to come back and do them later. Next time, I think that's what I'll do. Oops. Getting a little carried away with my coloring here. Watch out, I'm on the move. Part of my brain is thinking about my church family and those of us who are really very sad that Ed is gone. Thinking about his wife and his grown children and his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren. He was such a good guy. Such a man who always had a smile. That's how I will remember Ed, as a man with the best smile. Even when he was not feeling well, he still had this great smile. So I will remember him. He was a founding member of our little church. And he and his lovely bride have been married, oh golly, 65 years or something. Really long time. They're a testament to what marriage is and should be. Alrighty. And then we aura this whole thing, being careful not to get too carried away so that they... So we go around like this. Yeah? Appears that we do. Something like that. That looks good. Being careful not to get too close so I have room to maneuver my little bumpy things. Although I could make one really out of the ordinary and make it go behind. Yeah, let's do that. This one's really close right here, so I think I'll do that. I'll make it look like it goes behind right there. Why not? My tile, I can do what I want with it. Sure. I like that. Oops, sorry. I'm bumping into my camera. That one's going just right off the page because I didn't plan that very well, but oh well. Looking good. I like these patterns that you're not too sure what they're going to look like to start with until you just start going, and then the next thing you know, it is something. First it wasn't something, and then it is something. This is one of those. And this way. And one more. Like that. Yeah? Yeah. Put my initials on there. I'm going to erase my pencil grid so I can find my little wad of erasing stuff. See? You never know that that was there. And yes, I know there are no erasers in Zentangle, but there are erasers in my world and I use them. Alright, so now we're going to do a little bit of pencil shading. Decide how I want to see this. I definitely for sure want to go around where these overlap each other. Other than that, I haven't decided what I want to do yet. But we'll start with this. They've got a little bit of overlap. That one doesn't. This one does. I think if I do it again, I'd make more overlap because I kind of like that look. Making overlap wasn't hard. I just had to make my bumpy bit bigger. Oh. Let's see. So as I'm thinking about how these shapes are shaped, do I want I don't know what I want. I think maybe if I do these here, let's see what that will look like. Just do one. Whoops. Like that. Okay. Think like that, and I think I want to make these curves curvy. I think that's what I'll do. I'll put a little in the middle here. And I'll make my curves curvy. Forgot one there. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I'll do. And I switched over to a softer pencil. I realized that I'd picked up my not as soft pencil. Previous video I played with pencils and I decided that I think I need this softer one on this cardstock in order to give me the look that I want. So I switched over to the softer pencil. I'm just going to do all of this first and then go back in and blend, 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 blend. And we will see what happens here. Yeah? It all just is what it is. No worries. A little bit on the edge and a little bit right here. Okay, let's try shading that. I mean, blending all that. Oops. I keep bumping into my tripod today. I really apologize to everybody if I'm jiggling the camera. Not in my intention, but seems to be what I'm doing. You can't see it, but I have to sit in a very awkward angle to get this camera so that you see my fingers and not top of my hand or back of my head or whatever. And so it is what it is. I've been told that watching me do this is fun. And I said, well, I'm learning along with everybody else because I've not done most of these patterns before. And she replied and said, that's the whole fun part of it. So I'm glad that I'm entertaining at least one person. If I can entertain one person, make you happy for the day, good. Glad to hear it. Like I've said before, if you've moved on and you've fast forwarded through this, that's okay too. Just get to the end, see what I finish, how it looks when I'm done. Make sure if you're shading and you're blending, if you're doing kind of a roundish shape, follow that curve. That helps your eye to really see a round shape there. And I think as I'm doing this, I think in those little diamond shapes in the middle, I want to put a little extra more pattern. I think maybe a little cross hatch or something. It just feels like it's not finished. Oh, my tummy's growling. I hope you didn't hear that. Oh my goodness. It is just about 12:30 in the afternoon and I need to leave for work shortly, so I probably should have a bit of lunch before I go. Oh, this probably will not get uploaded today, but that's alright. It'll get uploaded.